Hey man, what the fuck going on, man? With another 478 TV interview, man. You know what I'm saying? With my boy, my dog. You know what I'm saying? We go way back. You know what I'm saying?
Way back. Too.
Way back, man. On some. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, shit. Man. You know what I'm saying? My dog, Derrick.
For sure, yo, what it is.
Man, let the folk know, man. Where you from, man? Where you grew up?
Derrick Evans, man. 23. From the mat. I ain't really, got no hood that I be repping. I be out the way. So, man. Went to Central. Went to school, went overseas. Just young nigga that love to play ball, have fun, put on some fly shit, and go have a good time, man. See about me. Nothing too much, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, man. Macon, Georgia, man. Like, what was it like growing up in Macon, man?
I mean, it was nice. I mean, I ain't say it wasn't like not kind of rough on my end, My mom kind of like, she was real strict on me growing up, so it was always I ain't really be outside late, I ain't really I really big on the sports. So like, if I ain't have my grades, I couldn't play ball. So my mom was big on me, doing my work, and I couldn't hang out, with everybody. How everybody moment, sometimes people let them do what they want to do, but I had a nice childhood growing up. I wasn't never no games and then like that, like I said, my main focus was playing ball. So it was kind of, just being on the outside looking in, making rough, but it's really what you make it. Some people can't stay out that way, but my mom was real strict on me about doing the right thing, knowing what's right for wrong, and she stayed hard on me about that. So that was one of the good things I had growing up. I had a good family. My pops, he was locked up he went to jail when I was 1. So but he was still close. I was going to see him all the time, but seeing him down there made me not even want to go that way. I seen others going, cause I already know my pop gone. So I already know how it is, being able to go down there and see him every weekend, but knowing that ain't what I want to do all this to end up done. So that's why I just took, a little different route growing up.
Yeah. What was it like, you know what I'm saying, growing up, like, in a single parent home, and, you know what I'm saying, like, also knowing at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying, your dad, like, how long of a sentence he was doing?
He was on a life sentence, really. A lot of people don't even know that, but, like, it happened in, like, 1999. So, like, life back then was, like, 14 years, like, but he did a whole 21. Matter of fact, he just got out, but in July. So he went when I was 1.
Oh,
so he just got out in July. So as soon as I came back from overseas, 2-3 weeks later he was out. He had got transferred to the halfway house like the week before I went overseas. Did like 5 months there. Then I went and picked him up. But growing up with my mama, like I said, she was strict. But I mean, she made everything work. She took care of 2-3 jobs. It was just me. I'm the only child, but I ain't never go nights without food, without water, without light. She made it happen. We used to stay on the south side. Somebody ended up breaking in our house, stole everything. We moved over to the Bellevue area. So I've been over there since 3rd grade. But she bought the home. She had like 2 cars, and she just did what a mother had to do. She made sure she raised me to be a respectful man. I kind of thank her for that, because I done seen so many other people go a different route.
Right.
And a lot of them blame it on the single parent household, but my family was always there. My mom never let me go without anything. So being her being so strong, and I mean plenty nights I seen her cry and stuff like that, because it was hard for her to do it on her own, but she made it work. So growing up, I used to see that I want to be somebody that I made my mama proud at the end of the day. So just doing the right thing and staying out of trouble. You get in a little trouble getting in school anyway, but it wasn't that too serious. Like I like playing around and stuff, but that was about it, man. I really wasn't a trouble kid, so I think it was alright.
And you the junior, right?
Yeah, I'm a junior, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
So you got any siblings?
No, I'm on the child, both sides.
Only child, man. So
yeah, facts.
So like growing up an only child, man.
It's some nights. I mean, it got its good ways and its bad ways. Cause like some nights you be want to play with your brother or your sister, have somebody to play with. But being an only child, a lot of people say you got that only child syndrome. I got it, cause I'm real selfish.
Yeah.
Cause I got everything my way. Like I ain't have to worry about sharing with nobody. So like growing up, like having to share sometimes, it be like, nah, bro, I ain't really with that. But I had on my mom's side, my grandma's side, her mom. I'm the oldest grandchild.
Yeah.
So I got my little cousin Zaylen. He a freshman in school, so he was like, 6, 7 years under me. So I just treated him like my little brother. Yeah. Then my uncle had a little girl, so I treated them like my sisters and brothers. But on my dad's side, my uncle had 2 older boys, and I got an older cousin. We the same age, but they treated me like the little brother. So I was real close to all of them.
Yeah.
So I kind of had like, I can be on my own at my own time, but when I get around there, like I got brothers and sisters. So it was fun growing up, cause Christmas, you get everything. You ain't gotta worry about nobody else opening the presents. Like all the presents on the tree for you. So that was a good thing about being the only child. But even growing up now, I still have like wishing I had like an older brother or even a younger brother. But I treat my little cousins, Jari's, all of them like my little brothers, and that's probably the good thing out of it. It made me closer to my cousins.
Word. What was it like you know what I'm saying, like kind of talk about like your introduction into sports and shit.
Oh man, my first time playing ball like any sport was baseball. I played t-ball at Unionville.
Yeah.
And crazy thing about it, my mom was my coach. Yeah. Like she was my coach, like won the championship. So now I'm like, I want to play football. So my mama, being her single parent, having to do everything, she signed me up late.
Yeah.
At the city. I played at the city, and I never forget. It was like I was the last. They do a little draft.
Yeah.
I was the last pick of the draft. Like my mama had me. I pulled up late, like all that. So the coach named Coach Marlin, like one of my favorite coaches. He didn't even want me on the team. He like, man, he too little. I don't really want a little boy on the team. But it's so crazy. Like first practice, he seen me throw the ball. He was like, okay, you the quarterback.
Yeah.
So boom, I go lead MVP, and we win the championship. So now I'm like, yeah.
You like ever like played ball like before that? You
Nah, that was my first time playing like organized football. Nah, I ain't like you just be playing around like as a little boy just throwing the ball, but like this is my first time like having to throw it to somebody else like in a game or practice and stuff like that. It's just like all raw, natural. Like it was one of them. So I ended up winning a little MVP of that. So then now I'm like, okay, I like football now. Let's do. We growing up, I got a basketball goal in the room anyway.
Yeah.
So growing up, then I started playing basketball. So it's like. It's every year it's football, basketball, baseball, and that's what kept me busy.
Yeah.
Cause I'm playing sports, and from there it just took on off. Like that was my first time like playing like especially at the city. Like everybody played us, so it's not like it's no light competition, but it was a lot of people out there, and I held it down like just for my first time playing, and it just took off from there.
Yeah. How long was it before like from that till you got to like middle school?
From there I played at Mountain Sales before, then I played at the city a few more times for football, and then I ended up when I got to middle school. What's so crazy? 6th grade year, I tried to get on the you get to school, everybody talking about playing football, so I'm trying to get on the field, and the coach bringing the papers out, like giving everybody the paper to sign on football. So I'm like, hey coach, let me get one. And the coach like, nah man, you too little.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie, I had called mama like, man, then told him I'm too little here, you feel me? So my mama come up there, I ain't gonna lie, she gave him the business. Yeah. So now I don't even want to play for the school anymore. I go play another year Red League, and I end up playing my 7th grade year, and I had a nice little year. Then 8th grade, then when kind of like I was doing something, I was like, okay, you might be real good at it. I already felt I was good at it, but like me being left hand and doing some of the stuff I was doing, like a lot of people like, bro, you just little catching moments, like everyone like, okay. And then I end up playing basketball at Miller. I played out. I was pretty good,
That's where we met.
Yeah,
like,
we met in middle school, fat. Cause you was in 8th grade when I was in the 6th. Yeah.
You was in 6th grade.
Yeah, I was in the 6th. You was in the 8th. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I was gonna tell the people. Like that shit was crazy, man. Like this man had on the little head, man, the little hair, like you know what I'm saying. We out there.
Big ass jersey.
Like we be working out together now. He done grew up and shit. Like, but back then, that man was little as hell out there killing them. Like, you know what I'm saying. Him, QT. You know what I'm saying. Y'all running that that team right there, man. So yeah, man. How you get to the point, like, you know what I'm saying, when you came up to high school, like, kind of talk about, like, the transition.
Oh, what's so crazy? When I was in 8th grade, I had went and took a visit. I went to shadow. That's what they call it in high school. Like, you go to another school and you just see how it is. So I shadowed LPD And I had, some of my homeboy Reggie and O'Shawn was there at the time. So, O'Shawn, like, they had me on the visit with O'Shawn. He was going around showing me everything. He was like, man, this way you need to come, man. Like, we'll win over here. Then Reggie was telling me the same, because Reggie had went to middle with me, but me and O'Shawn always played against each other in AAU. In the middle school, we already knew each other, so he was one of the big name around here, so everybody, kind of know each other. Then I went to Tapnell, and the Mud and Aubrey, they was there. They were telling me the same thing, like, come here. So it's like, I want to go there because I know going to this private school is going to be on the man, competition kind of lighter, and good education. And then I know I'm going to go to school somewhere big from it because I done seen it. So I'm like, okay, boom, bet. Thing with me, like, I've been with all my homeboys since 6th grade.
Exactly.
Going into high school, I'm like,
exactly.
Well, if I'm doing this in middle school, if these boys already the man, I can go to Central, do the same thing. So, Cohit, it was his first year. My 8th grade, my last 8th grade semester, that spring semester, and Cohit had just getting ready to come to Central, and he did a coaches meeting at Miller for the 8th graders, like, who coming over. He was like, man, I was like, man, I'm going to LPD. That's what I'm telling him. I'm like, I ain't coming to Central, I'm going to LPD.
Yeah.
So I end up, my mom like, what you want to do? I'm like, nah, I'm going to go to Central. Yeah. Right up the street. I'm like, with my same class from middle school. I'm like, boom, I'm going to be all right. So I get to high school. I come out the first day, we had like workouts. I remember some workouts.
Yeah.
And we were running sprints, and I was in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And so I hear somebody like, who is that?
Yeah.
And one of the coaches was like, that little Evans. That Derrick Evans. Rod said, Rod comes and he like, that Derrick Evans. So I'm like, oh, they already know who I am. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. Then we doing a little 7-on-7, like, I'm catching pass. I'm like, because I was playing quarterback, but I was doing receiver. We doing both.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I might be all right. But like the transition over was just like, it's just like, it's more people, bigger people, but it's like, you still doing the same thing that you've been doing. So it's like, I was kind of comfortable, like, and with me, I like competition. So I'm ready for, the challenge. But it wasn't a hard transition at all. It just, just trying to get used to the game being faster for the most part.
Yeah. And, like, by the way, you know what I'm saying, we were teammates.
Facts.
The whole transition,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And me and you were competing, you know what I'm saying?
For the quarterback job, we going to Mercer Camp.
Yeah.
All that. We having a good little time with them.
Yeah, but I always respected, like, you know what I'm saying, your game. Like, you know, we was in the drills and doing all that shit together. Like,
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We always kept that close relationship and shit.
Facts.
Like, talk about, like, you know what I'm saying, going into, like, balancing, because, we played basketball together too, like, balancing the two.
Both sports, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you first get your, like, first recognition as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
being a good player and stuff like that? I played during the summer when I was coming into my 9th grade year. We did, they did the summer league, but my first recognition, like, I could really be good was it was basketball season. Football, I had messed my collarbone up the first couple games, but I came and played. I played a little quarterback, but that was light. We wouldn't win. I really wasn't standing. But basketball, I just know when I was in 8th grade, I used to practice with Central Varsity.
Yeah.
When my season was over, so I'm trying to get a good taste of how Coach Taylor is, how the players is. So I did like workouts with them during their season. I came and watched the game. So my 9th grade year, I'm like, man, I'm trying to be on varsity.
Yeah.
So then where it really like hit me, like, we played Westside the first game. I don't make varsity. I'm on JV. So I go out the JV game and go 30.
Yeah.
You feel? I go out there and go 30. So I'm like, boom. Then the varsity lost. So that Tuesday, it was a Saturday, that Tuesday.
What was that, Rutland?
Nah, we played Westside. We played at Central. It was the first game.
Yeah.
That Tuesday, we went to Henry County.
Yeah.
Varsity went. Coach Taylor came up to me and Bobby. He was like, hey, I'm gonna let y'all play varsity.
I remember that.
So we were trying to pick the numbers. Coach Taylor come to me, he give me 14. So I'm like, growing up, I know Matt, like, seeing him play, like, I'm in Crawford County at the tournament, watching the man play, I'm like, but that ain't hard, I'm trying to go to Central.
Yeah.
Coach Taylor gave me the jersey, he like, Matt brother wore his jersey number, and Matt ain't nobody else ever wore it. He like, I only get his jersey to people I think they're gonna be special.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He like, you put on the show, the JV game, you put 30, he like, I know you can come play some varsity. I'm like, okay. Boom. I'm like, all right. So I get in varsity my first game. I played a few minutes throughout the season. So I'm like, now they kind of like hit me like, boom, I'm finna be the man. And like on that team, Josh, Tay, all them boys seniors, they finna go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, next year, I'm finna run it. So then it went my sophomore year. I played receiver, like they had Bobby at the quarterback.
Yeah.
Played a little receiver, played a little quarterback. And then basketball, I'm starting.
Yeah.
I'm like running the whole thing like as a youngest. So I'm like, okay, nah. That was kind of like my turning point. Like, okay, you can be some special. When Coach Taylor told me that, I kind of felt like, yeah.
Yeah. What was your like? Going like they kind of like jumping into that scene. Yeah, I know you had some big games.
Yeah.
Like that. What was it like? You had a game, one of those Elite Eight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Then,
I hit one against Southwest, one against Kendrick. And that was it. Yeah, I hit them three.
And you had something happened in the region game too. Wasn't it?
Region championship. Nah, we won my senior.
Yeah.
I think I had like a big stop or something like that, but we won it. I won it my senior. I ended up losing my sophomore year, my junior year, and I ended up being Westside my senior, and we won that shit. So that was real big. But like the senior year, basketball, it went crazy with my senior year football too though. Like the way it started, my senior football, I went 33 touchdowns, 1 pick. Like it was at one point like I'm getting articles from Macon Atlanta like he ain't threw an interception all year. Like I'm going 4 touchdowns this game, 5 touchdowns. Like I'm getting recognition. So I'm like I've been waiting. It's time for that now. Like I'm trying to get to school now. So like I took that summer going into my senior year like a different level.
Yeah.
Like working out 2-3 times a day. Like I'm at Eagle Pie running the hills, doing drops at the hill with Irvin. Irvin used to train me, and like I end up coming out football season. Like we went 6-4 on my last game. My second game, I end up going like 375, 4 touchdowns against Howard. Then my last game, I end up going 6 touchdowns, 400 yards. So I'm like, okay, that building momentum for basketball, because I know I got to either get the school in football or basketball. So now let me translate this over to basketball, and I'm hearing like, just like growing up, like I say, working out growing up, you got to go and you practicing 5, 4, them shots like that, like little game with a shot. So like when that time came, it's just like I'm the senior, I'm the man of the team right now. So like nobody gonna take this last shot but me.
Yeah.
So when I hit the first one, it was January. We had it was February. It was like February 2nd. I remember we was in Columbus, and I came. It was like 4 seconds on the clock. I mean, we taking out. I get it. I dribble like three dribbles up the court. Half court.
Yeah.
Glass, one, boom. So I'm like, damn. Like, it ain't even really hit me. Like, yeah, I just hit it. Like, damn. And then the next day, it was sign day. So, like, as I'm getting ready to sign, only thing you see everybody talking about is me making this shot. But now I'm like, they like, now he's signing for school. So he's like, damn. Then, like, the one in the playoffs, I had a terrible game. Like, I probably had like 4 points that game, but it's 40 seconds on the clock. I'm like, nobody else can take the shot. In my senior year, either I'm gonna win or we're gonna go to overtime. But I'd rather win because in my senior year. So, I dribble the ball and I dribble the whole 40 seconds out. And I remember watching this clip on YouTube from Antonio Blanton. He may hype the crowd up.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 seconds I looked at the crowd getting up anyway. But I ended up like hyping it up and I just took him to the middle and just hit it. And it was just like one of the moments like this stuff you've been practicing all your life. So it just felt like a natural moment for me. Like those big time plays and big games, like I felt like I was always built for it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
What would you say like would be one of them biggest moments like in your high school career type shit?
Football, basketball, either one.
Yeah, both.
My football moment, we lost though. I ain't gonna lie, we lost. They were one. My best 3 games I probably had was the Howard game with the 300 and the 4 touchdown. And we played Westside my senior year. Ain't nobody never beat them. And my cousin Clint was the defensive coordinator. Like, they like my favorite cousin growing up, like who I used to look up to. So we talking before the game, messing with each other. But I ended up going 3 touchdowns. We went into the overtime, but they ended up winning. But that was a big game. Like, just by having them on the edge out there, like almost winning. Like, that was one of my favorite games of playing in. And then made basketball. The playoff shot was big, but I say my biggest game I think I liked was my Southwest. We played at Southwest, and my dad went to Southwest. So like, before I went into high school, I made like this challenge to myself, like to never lose to Southwest in school.
Yeah.
So I beat them 4 times in football. I killed them in football. You remember freshman year? You remember when they put me in freshman year? I killed them. So like, I beat them 4 years of football. But my senior year, they had got Nick Hargrove. Me and him real cool. His dad was cool. His dad used to work us out and stuff. So like, everybody kept saying, man, they got little Nick. They from Kills and stuff. They had Justin too. Me and Justin grew up playing together. So I'm like, alright, bet. Like I say, then my dad at school, like, I'm like, man, I ain't finna lose to this shit. So we end up, Nick at the free throw line. It's a good game. We going back and forth. So Nick at the free throw line, he got 2 free throws. He made the first one, they up 2, and he missed it. And it's like 8 seconds on the, like 7, bro. I grabbed the rebound, and I just take it all the way. I pump fake, and then I hit a tray, boom.
Yeah.
So then, matter of fact, they was up 3. I tied it. So we went to overtime. No, it wasn't even overtime. Matter of fact, it's the last 4 seconds, bro. Swear to God. This nigga missed the last free throw. I grab it, and I take it all the way down, and I hit the shot to send us to overtime. Yeah. And we end up winning. So, like, that was my last game against Southwest. And I was like, I kind of, like, fulfilled the goal of mine that I, like, set. Though, like, that and go get scholarship. Those, like, my main 2 goals. And, like, when I achieved that last one, I was like, yeah. That was, like, I was kind of proud of myself. Like, cause I was kind of hard on myself, like, to do certain stuff, but, like, that right there was like one of my biggest moments that I had really like.
Yeah, for sure, man. Talk about like the recruiting process, man. Like how the whole process went. You know, different visits you took. You know what I'm saying? Try to give, you know what I'm saying, the kids out there some game.
Yeah. Man, that probably one of the most. It wasn't stressful because at the time I was playing basketball, so I'm still doing something to keep my mind on, like, well, I'm finna go to school at. And I end up getting, I had Georgia come look at me, but everybody that was coming, like Georgia, Marshall, little schools like that, they was asking, like, can I play receiver? Yeah. But the whole time, a lot of people didn't even know that's what I really wanted to play, was receiver, but I always was playing quarterback, like everybody just make me play quarterback. So I end up, like, it was crazy, like, I'm just getting, like, little mail, but, like, ain't nobody pull the trigger and offer nothing yet. Yeah. And, man, one day, cause Taylor told me some JUCO was looking at me in basketball, but I'm like, bro, I ain't going to no JUCO. Like, I gotta go somewhere. And I remember I was sitting in class with my homeboys, bro. And Coach hit me like, hey, Carson-Newman on the way up here, they finna offer you. So I'm like, my homeboy like, bro, who that is? So we looking at on YouTube. I'm like, man, I ain't finna go here. You know they ran the field. I'm like, I'm not finna go here. Yeah. Then I end up going on a visit. And then I ended up getting another offer from Benedict, and Bobby was up there. So I'm like, okay, I got 2 offers. D2, they ain't bad. Yeah. So I ended up going on the visit, bro. And, bro, it was just different, It was like, that was the type of culture I was trying to be around. It was a winning tradition. Everybody got all the Nike jerseys, the Nike gear, nice field house. So I'm like, okay, it ain't D1, but it's just like D1. It's like, it's on the D1 type of scale. So I'm like, that might be the best fit for me. And I end up going to Benedict on a visit. And I like my homeboy, Bobby, all them with us. Yeah. Saxon, we finna go there. So I'm like, okay, they might be alright, but I felt like it wasn't nothing but Central 10 times bigger. Right. And I felt like Carson-Newman was like more on a private school level. Like, I'm gonna be focused. And I ain't got too many distractions around me. But I think I made, at the end of the day, I made the right decision. I ended up getting my degree in 4 years. I played all 4 years, and it wasn't stressful, but I think I made the right decision. And it's just really for the young boys out there, you just gotta be patient. Yeah. And you just gotta, take what you get. Everybody wanna go D1, but I played against some boys that I know better than people in D1 that are supposed to be in D1 too. So if you can play, they gonna find you. So just be patient with everything. Yeah. To be honest.
What was it like being a 4-year starter and shit? And how many? Who would you say would be the best person that you played against and played with?
I started 3. I started my sophomore year. That's when I started. But it was, it just felt like high school all over again. Like, and it just felt like high school, but on a bigger stage. Like, I'm at this college, and like it's time for me. I'm being grown now, so like I'm trying to be on my grown man status. So I'm like trying to be a leader. Cause I won't like going into that summer. I just went back to what I did, like going into my high school senior summer when I'm going into my sophomore year, because I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to win the job. Yeah. The senior graduated, but think I worked out so hard, man. Like, I balled out in camp. And coach, they felt like I was the man. But those 4 years, man, it was great. I had my sophomore year, I think, was one of my best. I led the conference in touchdowns with like 17 rushing touchdowns. I went all conference, like 9-3 record. I think I had a good sophomore year. My junior season, I kind of slacked off. That summer I came on, I felt like I just did this shit. I ain't gotta work out hard. And I had like a mediocre my junior year. Going to my senior year, man, I picked it up. I ended up winning. We ended up beating the first game. We beat West Florida, and we was the only team that beat them boy. Them boy ended up winning the national championship. So like I ended up beating them. Having a good senior year and played pretty well. Had a lot of touchdowns. Went all conference 3 years, but I had a great senior season. And my biggest accomplishment, my 4 years out of there, was my sophomore year. We played on Lenore Ryan. I ended up having 5 touchdowns, and I think I had set the school record. And that probably like one of the biggest accomplishments I had. And then out of the top players I may have played against, it was 2 boys that I think was like, one of them in the league. What's so crazy? Matter of fact, both of them, one of them played overseas in like the top league. His name Kyle Kitchens, bro. He went to Catawba. He was like he was a DN, bro.
Yeah.
And he was 3-year All-American, 3-year All-Conference. He played in the ELF. He just won Defensive Player of the Year over there, like first year in the league.
Yeah.
This they first year, like they just started the league. It's his first year in the league. He just went Player of the Year. So I'm like, he was real good. And then Lenore Ryan had a safety, Kyle Duggar. He played on the Patriots now. He was real good. I think he's from Georgia, but he was one of like them probably the top 2 boys that I played against. And then boys I played with, out of my top 3, I got 3. One of my receivers, his name was Dorian Miller. I threw all my touchdowns really in my sophomore year. He was nice route runner, fast. He ended up playing for the Jaguars, and he ended up going to the Eagles, and he went to Canada. Him. Then I had a running back, Antonio Wimbush. He was real fast, shift. He was real good. And then I had a DB, bro. His name was Desmond. He was from Miami, bro. Hard, bro. Like he just signed to a Indo Football League team arena, bro. Hard, bro. Like sit on anything.
Yeah.
But he don't talk, so like. He just go out there, be like, when he come out the field, bro, you hear him like when he like, after he done made a play, bro, and sit back going and look at him film, bro. Yeah. Hard, bro. Shit hard, bro. Yeah, I played against some dogs in school. It was one more boy from, he from Griffin. He played at Tusculum, bro. He in the CFL. He made the All-Star team as a rookie. Matter of fact, he playing right now in the Grey Cup, bro, in the championship, bro. He was hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I played. It was a tough competition out there. I ain't gonna lie, it was a tough one out there. Both hard.
Talk about transitioning from graduating and shit. You know what I'm saying? Going to Poland, man.
Ooh. That shit.
Go to Poland, like.
That shit was like on some like movie shit, like the shit you see on the movie, like when people be overseas, like that shit was crazy, bro. Like, and it's like. When I was in college, I had some teams overseas hit me up. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm not finna go overseas and play, bro. Like, I'm finna play in Canada. I'm finna play in the league. Like, that's all I'm thinking about. So I never really paid no attention. But I had a homeboy that played with his name Aaron. He played over there. So his dad, they helped him get over there. He had helped like 2 more boys from school get over there. So I'm like, I was working at Central. And I had just got done. We was coaching basketball. And I'm like, I'm over 22. I want to play again, bro. I'm young. Like, I could do something. The pandemic was going on, so like I had workouts with a CFL team. I did a pro day for some scouts, but CFL had canceled the league. I'm like, well, I got to at least try. I don't want to give up on it. And I end up like, it's this app called Euro Players, and you put out your information in, the team's gonna find you. And the team from Poland hit me up, man. The coach and the president had hit me up. I was like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna take the chance, because I don't want to say, grow up like, man, I should have tried. Like, so I'm like, I'm finna take the chance, bro. And, bro, like, it really didn't hit me, bro. I end up, my girl dropped me off at the airport in the A. Matter of fact, I'm with you the day I left.
Yeah,
we at Rico House. No, we was at Rico House.
Okay.
That morning, bro. We worked out the day before though.
Yeah.
We was at Rico House, bro. I came through, bro. And I ended up going up there, and they flew me here to New York. and I had like a 7-hour layover in New York. And the coach that came from over here and like one of the players that he was from Maryland named Jamie, one of my dog, all us at the airport. So like I'm like, it ain't hit me like, bro, you finna go overseas. Like I don't know how long the flight. I know the flight gonna be long, but I don't know how it's finna be. Man, bro, like when the plane went to like speed, you know, it went in the air. I'm like, I'm looking out the window, bro. I'm like, damn, they see it. Like, I'm like, damn. Oh. I'm like, bro, is it? So like when we land, we go outside. Like soon we land, the people that we take the picture with the jerseys like, get outside, bro. Freezing.
Yeah,
like
cold.
It's cold, bro. I'm like, man, this shit a different type of cold. But when I got there like end of February, early March. I forgot what the timeline was. And it's cold, like first practice, and like we practice at night because like people that on the team, like they got regular jobs. Like these people work for real. Like we the only ones that get to come over. Like they bringing us over there to be on the team. And like we practicing like 7 o'clock at night. Bro, it's snow all around the field. Like I'm out there like, bro, I think I should've never did it. Like that's how I'm thinking. Like, bro, I think I made the wrong decision. I'm like, bro, I don't know how this shit gonna go.
Yeah.
And like it was boring, bro, cause we couldn't go to no mall. Like the mall closed. We just go to meetings, go to practice, and we work out and be in our room all day. So it felt like college, just without the schoolwork. That's what it really was. It was like college without schoolwork. But first game was May 1st, and like they ended up opening stuff up. It started getting warm. They were opening stuff up, getting less strict.
Yeah.
And like it's just like. It was so weird because, like, me being over here, you know, you get to drive everywhere, but, like, we ride a bus, we ride a train, we walking. Like, I'm not used to none of this.
Yeah.
But I'm calling me Ubers. Like, I'm like, bro, if it's too, like, I'm calling me an Uber. They got the Uber and stuff, but it just, like, it was just it was nice, though. It was weird at first because, like, everybody just looking at you, like, everybody don't speak the language. They second language English, but everybody didn't speak it. Yeah. So, like, me and the other boy being black, it's like, no, it ain't that many black people over there. So like, we walk around, they knowing like you here for ball, like you play football or basketball.
Yeah.
Some people that actually, but the older people just like look at you like.
Yeah.
So you kind of like adjusting to that. But for the most part, bro, it was a good experience. I'm glad I did it. I met like some good people. I had a good time, man. You know, I might do it again. You know, you never know. But like, I had some fun times over there, bro. Like,
yeah.
some fun times, like some legendary nights, bro. Like having like fun, bro. Like, and you think like Americans, not, bro. Europeans, bro, they know how to party, bro. Like,
hey, no lie, bro. I remember my FaceTime you once. I don't even know you remember this shit, bro. Like, bro, you look like you were having a good time, bro. That was sure.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you that night, bro. I got a picture from this night too. We end up playing like this team. It was like the last regular season game, and we won. Yeah. We got the bye for the playoffs. Like we second seed, bro. And I think I went like 5 touchdowns, bro. Like going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So like the whole team, they like, we going out tonight.
Yeah.
Bro, we had this outside place. I think it called like Manova or something like that, bro.
Yeah.
And like we got these big linemen, like big D linemen, like they do the strongman coaches. So like they like, come on, like we getting toe up, bro.
Yeah.
And like they got these barrel cans, like they got, and like one of the D linemen like, get up there. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, hell no.
Yeah.
Bro, these fool picked me up, like sat me on the thing. They like, take your shirt off.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear, bro, I mean, took my shirt off, like swinging in the air, like these folks having a ball, like they just, cause everybody know, like they take their sports so serious because like we the city of the team of the city. And we just be like a rival city, so like everybody know who he is, and they're like good game, like they just buying drinks, like bro, we getting in the Ubers, like they like, man, y'all the boys that we see y'all, like bro, crazy, bro, like, but I met some good people over there, man, like shout out to them people for real, like they had, like, you know, it ain't gonna go as smooth as you want, but like we ain't win the whole thing, but we played ball, we had fun, man, met some, you know. The staff there, you know, some of the players, like some good long friends, man. Like I had a great time out there, man. Even with my roommates, I had a guy from France, and I had a guy from where Sarunas from. He was from United Kingdom, something like that. But still talk to this day, bro. Like had a good time. Like I say, I was really scared to take the risk, but I was like, man, you never know how to go if you don't take it. And like I got some good film I can send to people, so. It was fun though, bro.
What's the like the difference in the ball over that type shit?
like I say, it wasn't like me going over there. I was like, man, I'm finna be playing some scrubs. I'm finna be shit. Well, they had some boys over there like that was from there that was tough. Like come over here and play. Like they was tough. Like they were kind of like they had some young boys that were real good, and they had some older guys that could like play over here. Like go to school, might make it to NFL. Like they had some boys over there pretty good, and like every team had 2 Americans. But like when they lead, only 1 American could be on offense, 1 could be on defense. So, but like the foreigners, like we had like the boy from France, like my receiver, like I know he can come over here and play and kill like the same way over there. Like he was one of them boys that was real nice. But the ball was same, bro. It was just like best players play like. It was like one of the top league. It was the top league in Poland, so it ain't no really scrubs out there. But it was hard. Like them boys would get to it. It wasn't bad like that at all. Like I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be cakewalk. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man. And then coming back home, like, you know what I'm saying, we got right back into the coaching.
Yeah, facts. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I love the coaching, bro.
Yeah.
I love the coaching. Like just giving back to the community, like teaching the boys the thing that I learned growing up, and like knowing the route. I know what they want to do with me, knowing the route, and like all them boys grew up seeing me do the same thing. Like they know me from Central playing football. They know me going to college. Like when I used to come home, you know, we used to work out. I used to have these boys come work out with me. So that was, you know, big thing right there. And like coaching, man, and it's so crazy. Zaylin and Jarius, them like my 2 little brothers, like closest little young boys. Like they were my ball boys in high school. So they used to come, you know, college games. They used to be at all the high school games. But me coaching them the last 2 years, bro, like both of them finna go to Zaylin already in school. Jarius finna go to school. Like seeing them just grow up and like become better players, better athletes. That was like they're probably one of the best things I like about it. But like even with the football and basketball team, man, being around the coaches that coach me, being able to, man, it's fun, man. Sure. And like me being able to relate to them, that make it even better, man. Like it's really a good thing. Like I really love it, bro. Like I really love it. Like more and more we do it, like the better I feel like I'm getting, the better I'm kind of like understanding the game more. Like it's different being from the player than like teaching it to somebody, like, and you learning more and more about it. But it's real nice, man. I enjoy it a lot.
Exactly. Like me getting into it too, like it's definitely like one of them things that you know what I'm saying, you gotta appreciate the people who, you know what I'm saying, that was out there with you.
Facts.
You see how hard it can get sometimes.
Facts. It most definitely can get to that point. Like you like, man.
Well, what's some of the biggest, like, I ain't gonna say mistakes, but like what's some of the biggest things that you learned, you know what I'm saying, along the way with the coaching, and you know what I'm saying, what's some of the best advice you got?
Yeah. Just by knowing all your players, bro. Like you gotta know what some players can handle, what some can't, like what some can do and what some can't. Like, cause with me coaching certain players, like they're supposed to be the good players, I expect them to do some of the stuff that I did. Like I'm like, why you wouldn't, like little stuff like that? But them not knowing the game as much as I do, me teaching them and like showing them the right way. Like say like I had like one time with both of them, Jalil and Jarius, working on like certain throws and certain plays, and like seeing it translate over to a game and they go score, and like you teaching them this, like showing this on film and they like do it and you see it work. It's like one of the, it's like when you get an A on the chest, like it was one of them type moments, like seeing them do certain stuff. Like I think one of my biggest moments that just happened yesterday, the Southwest game, bro. We played Southwest, and this is my first time coaching against Southwest in football. But I ain't coaching them against football because, you know, when you play them and then when y'all scrimmage them, I was overseas. So this is my first time at basketball, and like they got a new coach, Quint Harnett. He like an uncle to me. So like this his first year coaching, and he played at UConn. So he went at Central, but he coaching at Southwest. So like he turned it around. Like these boys 5-0, like they the hardest in the city right now. Like they tough. So I'm like, we going, it's a dog fight, bro. Back and forth. And they beat me. And he hit a 3. We was up 2. He hit a 3. They up 1, bro. And we ended up doing something. And we turned it over. They got it back. And we got it back. We called a timeout, bro. And like I'm coaching hard the game. Like I know I'm pinning him. I'm calling the plays. We running the play. We scoring. So I'm like, I'm in a little groove. Like I feel like I'm on the court, bro. Like it's one of them moments. Like, I feel like I'm on the court.
Right.
So like, bro, I'm looking at the clock. Like I'm thinking, like, okay. Like before we even call the timeout, I'm like, okay, we in the bonus. I'm telling them like every time I like, hey bro, if you get fouled, we at the line. So we got fouled like 2 times, bro. And like we get a stop and we get the ball in car haircut. We call the time about 15 seconds. And we had a player, he had went out, like he our best scorer right now. He had got in a little altercation early in the game with they coach. They both got tips. So Coach Taylor benched him. But like 3 minutes in the fourth, I'm telling the coach like, hey, he learned, coach put him in like, we gotta win. Like, he the corner now. When he get in, I know what time it is. Before he went out ground, like, hey bro. Like before he checked me, I grabbed his arm like, hey bro, chill, like, play ball, alright? Yeah, I got you. Bro, we get the ball, we at timeout. Coach Taylor like, he look at me, bro. I'm like, alright, then we do. We gonna go, side out, everybody clear. I'm telling like, cause this is what I do in this situation. We gonna give you the ball, bro. You got 15 seconds. I say, just go to the rack. If they step to take a charge, or if you can't force your way in, if you can't get enough, pull up the jumper. Cause he got the big mid-range in Macon right now, bro. Like, he got a nice mid-range, bro. Our freshman, they took out our freshman got open. Threw it back, Cole. He got it. And the boy, he'll see he went and got the ball. Bro, I swear, bro. He come to the side where we at the bench, bro. Standing up, like he looking. I'm like, go. He called a pick. But he go left. He don't even use the pick, bro. He take on Bayline, bro. And he been like, that's his shot. Like, he pulled the mirror and fall. Bro, he hit it, bro. And we ended up winning by 1. Dog, I swear, bro. That shit felt so good. Like, just like teaching him that moment, like, cause I already knew like what type of time he was on. Like, bro, that was like one of probably my favorite moments right there. Like, him hitting that shot and no winning. And like me still not losing the Southwest. Like, we only played on one time. It's just so like us beating them, like, especially like we got a little shaky season. Like, we getting on the groove. Like, we still learning, but like that helped him out with confidence. Showed the team we can beat anybody. Like, it was just one of them moments, man. It just felt good to like see that happen. And me like, explaining that way and coaching. Like, that was like my first real game time situation. Like, Coach Taylor just put it in he just looked at me. I just, came up with what I felt like would be right, man. It happened, but that's probably one of my favorite moments right now with the coaching situation.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because, like, I played college up north, you know what I'm saying? And, when I went up there, I was always going to the high school games, and then even when I was in college, I was like, I knew, like, I just came from a different cloth. Like,
it's different.
It's super different. Like, we
different,
got
bro.
The sports down here, bro, it's like, you really can't compare that shit to a lot of, like, you might got Texas, Cali, football and basketball here. It's a little different.
It's different, bro. That's what I be telling them boys when I was going to school. Like, bro, it's different down here, bro. Like,
super different.
It's different, bro. It's dogs down here, bro. Just don't know, bro. Like, a lot of people be saying, like,
in high school, you playing like SEC caliber type. You know what I'm saying?
It's on no type of levels, Like, and like, even now, like, looking at some of the players that's playing now, like, the boy from Warner Robins, number 6.
Yeah, the running back.
Bro, hard, bro. Like, them boys played the game before that. I think they made it. It was like the second round, bro. No, they played Jones County, bro. But I'm at home, bro. Soon I turned on the TV, they come for halftime, bro. He took it like 80. 5 touchdowns, 300 yards. I'm like, different, bro. Like, even the boy from Northeast, the quarterback, Solomon.
Yeah.
Different, bro. He can hoop. I really see myself in him. Like, he can hoop, and he can play quarterback. Like, he hard. Like, at both. Like, he tough with it. So like, seeing these boy like do certain stuff, bro, it just be amazing. Like, and like, it be crazy because I don't play with Jarius growing up. And like, I used to go to like some of Jarius games and seeing like them stand out there. I'm like, not seeing them on the high school level, like they finna go to school. Just be on a different level. Sure.
Like with that being said though, like, who would you say like be like the greatest? I ain't even gonna say the top 5, man. If you had to say, you know what I'm saying, these the greatest, this the Mount Rushmore, Middle Georgia, man. 4-7-8 in football and basketball. But in football, I want to go quarterback.
Check quarterback.
And in basketball, you could just...
Alright. I ain't gonna lie, I'm putting myself top 1. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really see nobody. I ain't gonna lie, I got it. Like, bro, I don't really like to be on the cocky level, like, cause that ain't my type of game. But like,
I fuck that, man. You did the same, bro.
You feel like I ain't gonna lie, ball, bro. Like, I did what I had to do, but I did some unbelievable shit. A lot of niggas ain't never really even seen. Like, me I feel like I'm number 1.
That's what football.
Yeah, this football.
Okay.
Football. We do football right now. Then I ain't gonna lie, I ain't doing like no 2, 3, 4, 5. These just naming people like. I ain't gonna lie, like Daniel Duhart. He was tough. Like I was young when I seen him play. Like he one of the tough ones. Mike Palmer. He on that radar. He was hard. He was hard. And I'm gonna go with the Solomon kid from Northeast, bro. I done seen him play in person. Like I see myself in him. That's how like this boy. He hard. Like he running the ball, throwing the ball right, read, not forcing it. Like get out of bounds. He was a smart player, bro. And he let the game come to him.
Nice.
Bro, he was hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He one of the tougher young ones I done seen right here. Then another one.
That's 4.
This 4.
But you gonna, go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to see quarterbacks. It ain't too many around here that was like that I know of. Like they can be like hard. That 5th one, bro. That I done seen with my eyes. Let's see hard, bro. Who was that Peach?
I was thinking that earlier too, bro.
Yeah, I can't think of nobody else.
Yeah, but it just wasn't nobody that just.
They just stood out like that, like.
I ain't gonna lie.
That just stood out. So that might be my only 4, bro. I can't think of nobody else that was like, cause like when nobody just like a permanent quarterback like who I really.
Beside the Travian kid, you ain't. What about the younger?
Which
Franz, the.
Oh, Jake. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I know Jake. Jake ain't gonna lie. Jake was tough, bro. Yeah. A lot of people like don't like him cause he's Georgia, but high school, bro. Bro, he was hard, especially from being like he was hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He ran that up there like he getting it in like as a true quarterback, bro. Like Reed, I ain't know why I ain't thinking him, but like, cause I met him my senior. We met our senior, bro. He was one of the tougher ones, bro. He up there, like he up there. Then what's called a kid from Westside was good too though. The VJ. Yeah. He ain't gonna lie, he a slanger. He was good, bro. He ain't gonna lie. Nah, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm missing somebody, bro. He played both positions. But Quay, bro.
Okay.
Ain't gonna lie, bro.
Okay.
Hey, bro. Listen, bro. Ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, Quay definitely got down.
I ain't gonna lie. I picked Quay as number 1, bro, just because of how he did quarterback and receiver, bro. Like he was on a different type of time, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
For sure.
He was on a different type of time, bro. Like that's probably one of my favorite football players from out of Macon, bro. Like,
for sure.
Out of my top, like that's probably one of my favorite. That nigga was hard, bro.
Yeah, I be telling folk like he definitely one of the best receivers I ever played.
Bro, that nigga was hard, bro. Like. I had to guard him my sophomore year. You remember y'all playing? Yeah. That nigga was going crazy, bro. It was so crazy. That nigga was hard, bro. Like then I went on, like I said, I went on a visit to West Georgia one time, and like then when he was in school, they played at Austin, bro. He had this bitch going dumb. My mom was like, he from Macon? I'm like, yeah. He going crazy, but like I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want the top 1 come through here for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
What about with the basketball?
Basketball, that's a lot of hard. Some hard ones down here in the mat. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna do no order. I'm just gonna name him. Cause you know how that started. He know what I'm hit myself on there again. Don't care. Got to. I want the ones you gonna hear about. I ain't gonna be on no 30-40 tonight, but I might go 15, 10, and 11. Or like triple doubles, and I'm gonna end the game. I'm gonna control the game.
Like let put it like this, Central, I always one of the top teams in the city. Like anchor.
I don't even know. Like my senior year, bro, we went on a 20-game winning streak. We went undefeated at home, and we made it to the Elite 8. Like region champs too. Like people don't know like how hard they did to win 20 straight, bro. Like we lost to Westside, second game of the season. We went to Waco, Washington County for a criminal tournament, and we lost the second night. After that, like I had a team me myself. I'm like, hey, bro, not losing no more. Like we gotta pick this up. Like, bro, we went 20 straight and won every game at home. Won the region championship at home. I hit like 3 game winners. Like, won. Like I'm like, okay, boom. Like a lot of people don't even know that. Like how hard our senior year was.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get on somebody. Hey, Tallied Evans, bro.
Tallied.
Hard. Tough, like, and I had to guard him in high school, so like, hard.
He caught me slipping one time.
Yeah, he was hard. Like he tough. I would go Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
From Will Jerry from Crawford County, he was hard. Matt was hard.
Yeah.
Matt, he was hard. I like QT on the court too. QT and O'Shawn, both of them were hard. I ain't gonna lie, I like them too.
Yeah.
And then I like it was one more who I said earlier, Josh Evans, bro.
Kane.
Josh Evans, bro. Hey. And like Josh was there my ninth grade year, so I was behind him, like and just seeing how he controlled everything, like bro, I think I picked up a lot from my game from him, like he was real. He'll get it in, bro. But I'm trying to think who was I done seen play that front of Matt.
We got some young cats out here too now. You know
some young cat coming up. Oh, Lil Wasted. Yeah, hell yeah.
For sure.
Lil Wasted one of the toughest ones past 5 years.
Yeah, I'll say, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I ain't gonna lie, cause you know the game evolved. Like, you know, taller player handling the ball.
Bro, he look like a KD out that bit, bro.
That'll be hard to deal with in the era now.
Yeah,
you know.
He tough, and he ain't just no person that finna shoot everything. He gonna play defense.
Yeah.
He gonna hustle. He gonna rebound. He might give you 30. He gonna rebound, assist. He know how to play the game, but he understand the game. Like that's a lot of things from these young boys they don't understand. Like they don't understand the game. Like he got knowledge of it. Like he know the right passes to make, the right moves to make, the right shot to make. Like
I remember he was playing point guard first. You know, before he hit that spurt. And, you know,
facts, bro. He grow
everything
hard.
Transferred over.
Another level tough, bro. Terry.
Oh, for sure.
Hell yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That big Terry was tough. Yeah, Tay Tay was hard too.
Yeah.
I like Tay Tay. Who else they had? Who else was hard? It's some more people, bro. That was just tough. Gerald Fitz, bro. I was younger. Went West Side, bro.
Okay.
Hard.
Yeah.
And he went overseas and played. He went to Kentucky, bro. He played for the Heat too. He went overseas and played. But he called me up one night. Like him and Tyree Paul, we worked out together. Like we were hooping.
Yeah.
Different, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was different, bro. That nigga was hard. That nigga was hard. Yeah. That's a hard niggas like. Yeah. That's probably my top guy, bro. There's a lot of them, but them boys are tough, bro. I go watch play any time of the day. I'm finna go. Or I go hoop with hard, bro.
Oh yeah. What you think about you know what I'm saying with the new quarterbacks and shit now? You know what do you be seeing in their game right now? Is it more advanced? You be seeing release problems and they ain't releasing them right or
I think it's just they understanding of the game, bro. They don't understand it's certain things that what we know growing up, but it's some stuff they don't understand or probably ain't been taught yet. Say you got a hitch or you got a go route and you got to check it to if the man playing 10 yards off, throw the hit, little stuff like that. I don't think they understand. They just want to throw the deep ball. Everybody, I think they look for the home run plays instead of letting it set up to a home run play. Every score ain't gonna be a home. Everybody want to get a quick score because they see it on TV or they don't know how to just piece by piece, play by play. They want the big play before they even let it develop. So I think it's even the understanding of what they need to be doing or who need to get the ball. That's one of and some of it be the work ethic too though.
Yeah.
Some of these kids ain't got a lot of work ethic. I was one of them ones I ain't like to work out in school. I ain't like to work out in college. I still don't like to work out. You know that. I don't even like to work out now. But I just know when it's time for me to do something, and I know I'm finna go do it, I gotta work out. But these kids they don't like to be pushed, bro. They don't like to be work and you try everything nowadays. Everybody feel you being too hard on them.
Right.
And growing up with us, your people hard on you like that. Coaches tough on you because they want to see you, be what you want to be.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it is. They so entitled to stuff.
Right.
They don't understand the work ethic, having to go get it. That's what it really is.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What you got coming 2022, man? I was just listening to a little song you got. Man. Goddamn, can I get an exclusive?
No, I ain't gonna lie. I was getting some ink from Kilo, man.
Yeah.
We was at Twin and Radon Studio.
Okay.
And the boy turned on the beat. I just hopped on, just playing around with it. Really, I ain't like really was hard. I might do something with it though, bro. Just play around with it, have fun. Like with me, bro, I'm just enjoying this shit that come with it. I'm just enjoying life, bro. I like to party. I like to have fun. I like to put on clothes. I like to go out to eat. I'm a real positive person, bro. Like I feel like if I handle my business, after I handle what I gotta do, I just enjoy it. Cause you never know when the time is, bro. You never know, like life's short, bro. So like I'm gonna enjoy it to the fullest. I'm respectful, of my elders, or the game, or life. Like I don't take nothing for granted. So like, if I come, I might drop the song, just let somebody hear. I might drop a video to it, but 2022, man, I want to play again.
Yeah.
I just had a team from the Czech Republic hit me up.
Okay.
I might take it back. Like the thing with me, I'm enjoying the coaching right now. So I'm trying to like kind of focus on it, but like I want to go to Canada. That's my goal, like to get to Canada. So I'm finna, CFL finna have some workouts, hopefully.
Yeah.
If God, allow me to see it, get that opportunity, that's what I want to do. But if something going right overseas, I might take the opportunity again too. Like, cause I know another thing, like my dad just not getting out. He never got to see me play in person.
Yeah.
So that's another one of my things I want, be able for him to be able to see me play in person one time. But I want to go overseas, man. I don't know what's in store, but hopefully God bless me with something good.
Yeah.
Just by me making to see another year, but it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a crazy year.
Yeah, man. I always wanted to do this, and we doing something, a couple times, but man, I always just wanted to, like a nigga pride for real.
For sure,
I had my opportunity, shit, my shit ain't really work out, but I remember we talked like, you know what I'm saying?
Shot it up. We used to work out together when I came from school. Yeah. All that, we used to get it in.
Yeah, I remember I told you, like, man, to see you graduate and shit, bro. That would be it for me, bro.
Matter of fact, bro, yesterday made a year, bro.
Yeah.
Yesterday made a year. Yesterday was the day I graduated, bro. And it just popped up in my memories, like, I just don't want to probably like sign the day and that day when I signed to college, and then graduating, bro. That probably like that, and then the day my dad got it, and probably like been 3 days of my life, bro. Like especially that college graduation, bro. It's so, especially being from where we from, being like on my dad's side, I'm like one of the first. Matter of fact, I'm the first grandchild on both sides to graduate, and like being able to get it in 4 years, never fail a class, like. Stuck it out, bro. It was tough, bro. A lot of people don't even know, bro. Like, that school shit tough.
That shit hard.
Especially balancing it with football.
That shit.
Partying. Going out. Just have, like, on top of being, like, a college athlete, just so different, bro. And it ain't for everybody. Like, I had some homeboys that came in there. They couldn't do it. Like, it went for a bit. It ain't like they stopped. Like, they still posted right now. Like, they doing their thing. But, like, just being able to get through that, bro. Like, that probably one of my favorite days, bro. Like, I ain't have to transfer. I stuck it out. I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave after my freshman year, but toughed it out, bro. It's just like I said, that come from growing up, but my mama strict on me, like, making sure you got your priorities in place. Like, that was tough, bro. But yeah, that graduating, bro, that was a big accomplishment, man. I still, I see every time I see a picture, like my diploma in my living room. So like walking by seeing, like, just be like, shit crazy, like, did that shit, bro, for sure. Like,
did
man. That shit.
Like, I be trying to tell a lot of kids, man, all the kids watching, man, stay through it, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Stay through it, that shit gonna be worth it, like.
Facts. At the end of the day, and like when I came back from school, like, Mr. Fraser, open arms, man, ready to give me a job. Like, hey, you took care of us when you in school, you weren't no problem child, you went and graduated. Come on, finna give you a good job. You can coach, put some bread in my pocket, bro. Like, getting a lot of love from the city. Like, even when I go to another game, like, going around, people noticing, like, man, congratulations on college, graduating, going overseas. Like, you a real example. Like, you a real, like, a hero to the neighborhood, like, to the community. Like, nothing but positive stuff from you, man. Just like, they kind of hit me because I know how I was growing up. Like, I know all the stuff my mama instilled in me, like, it paying off, like, it's showing. Like, I ain't never get to see it growing up because I wanted to go to every part of it. She ain't never let me go. Like, you need to make sure this done and done. So, like, now when I want to do stuff, like, when I was in school, I needed this to be done. Like, shit, man. That shit crazy, bro. For sure.
Man. we signing out, man. You know what I'm saying? 478 TV, man.
Yeah, come on, baby, it's dimes. I don't answer a call every time. She swear a nigga cheating and lie. Goddamn, but little baby, I'm on the grind. Yeah, hottest young nigga in the city. Come on and join the team, baby, we lit it. Nothing with bad hoes and bitches who love to drink and show they titties. Nothing but hoes and they lit it. They know to show they ass and titties.